This week, Valentine's Day. So I got some for the men, some for the women, some for the couples, and some for the singles. I'm Joy Francis, and this is Roll the Credits. Valentine's Day. You know what, let's start off quickly with the story of St. Valentine. Now, people are led to believe that this story goes way back when St. Valentine was marrying couples behind a, Roman emperor's back because he thought single guys were better for his armies. It's not what really happened, at least from my research. What I actually found out is that St. Valentine, who was a Catholic, and the Roman emperor was pagan, went head-to-head about religion, and they both tried to convert each other until the Roman emperor got mad and said, you know what? Just send them to jail. Anyways, back to Valentine's Day. Couples. We're gonna go with the men first. Guys, you have to go over the top. Now I understand, this isn't the only time of year where you gotta do this. There's your birthday, there's your anniversary, there's New Year's, there's Christmas, and I'm probably forgetting a few. But this time of year especially, because women are in direct competition with each other to see whose significant other is better, at least more romantic. Yeah, that's right. See, a lot of people out there believe that there's this war between men and women, but that's not the truth. What actually is there's a war between women and women. See, a lot of people don't realize that women are actually more competitive than men. So at this time of year, this is when she gets to boast. But at the same time, her friends and her family and other women that she knows are going to retaliate and boast about, their experience for the day. Which comes to my next point, that Valentine's Day isn't the important day. It's actually February 15th, when they get to tell everybody what you did for them. So you have to make it extra special. I'm not telling you to go break the bank, but just use your head a little bit. Try to make things a little extra romantic. Now for the women, take it easy on your guys. It's a tough time. The economy's horrible. Things are so bloody expensive. You just have to relax, Even if they did this much for you, make it seem like they did this much for you and appreciate it. Because the more you appreciate your man is the more he's gonna give you. See, a lot of people, my friends and myself, we always say that you give a girl this much, she wants this much. You give her this much, she wants this much. You give her this much and she wants her whole arm. See, let's make this not true, ladies. Let's appreciate everything a guy does for you, okay? And I'm gonna get to a little bit more on that later. For the single people, myself included, guys, it's a good time of year to go out looking for women. They're really emotional right now. That being said, be extra nice. They probably have a lot of friends that have, a significant other, and they're really sad about it, and they're down on themselves because they're single. That's not always the case, but generally this time of year it is, along with New Year's and, other times of year. But just be really nice. If you're gonna take a girl out that you're not really with, maybe someone you're dating lately, don't put any moves on her. Just show her a good time. Give her a kiss on the cheek at the end of the night and send her on her way. Take my word for it. In the long run, it will get you laid. Whatever. Ladies, you just heard what I just said. So don't be so emotional this time of year. Something very important I need to tell you. If you want a boyfriend, and this really goes for the guys as well, because I know there are some emotional guys out there. If you really want a boyfriend, you're gonna go out and you're gonna get exactly what you want. The problem is, you want a boyfriend. You don't want that one person to, the end all, the beginning of everything, that one person that's just gonna mean the world to you. See, there's a difference. Person that means the world, boyfriend. Boyfriend, it's just boyfriend. It's like, boyfriend, But the one that means the world to you, that's the one that you're going to marry, have a family with, go forth and, whatever. So don't go out there looking for a boyfriend. Go out there and have a good time, you know, because if you put that mentality in your head, any guy that kind of fits in with your credentials, he's going to be the guy. And a couple months down the road, you're just going to be like, I'm not happy. I was happier being single. I was happier with my friends. I'm not happy with this guy. This is not the guy that I want, you know? And you're going to hurt his feelings. And the same goes for the guys. If it's not the girl you want, you're going to crush her. And you know what you're going to end up doing? You're going to make her more cynical. And that's the last thing we need is more cynical women in the world, especially those who, oh, I don't believe in fairy tales. No, fairy tales do happen. Fairy tales are real. See, people don't think about it. In a fairy tale, where's the happy part? At the end. Not somewhere in the middle, you know? I mean, Snow White, in the middle of the story, she didn't find happiness. No, it was at the end where Prince Charming came and kissed her. So, that being said, think about it, you know? Go out there, meet people. You know, I'm not telling you to be a serial dater or open your legs for, you know, any decent looking guy out there. What I'm trying to tell you is be smart about it and meet people, even as friends. You know, personally myself, I always say, if I ever do end up finding somebody, I want them to be like my best friend. You know, I want to be able to tell them everything. I want to be able to talk to them. I don't want to have any secrets with them. But you know, it's really hard. It is. So you just gotta be smart about it. You know, don't put that in your head that you want a boyfriend and you're just gonna go out and get it, because it will happen, and take my word for it, it's gonna have a horrible, horrible result in the end. And this is the time of year that you women put so much emphasis on it. You know, be with your friends, be with family, be with loved ones. And if you don't have any single people to be with, go out, and I'm pretty sure there's some guys that'll keep you company. Okay, just remember to keep your pants on. Sorry guys, you know, I'm a gentleman. You get it when you deserve it. That's pretty much it, I think, for today. Yeah. So, you know the routine. Subscribe at the top, comments down below, follow me on Twitter, that's at Joey Francis, 2 S's at the end. And for Valentine's Day, enjoy. Stay classy.